Hey everybody, what's up? This is Lee. Today we're going to be making some bottle cap magnets for the fridge. I've got quite a few bottle caps here, and I'm just going to be slapping on some magnets. A couple things you're going to need, obviously, other than the bottle caps themselves, would be a hot glue gun with some glue sticks, some super glue. We're going to be using quite a few pennies to provide a little bit of extra thickness to the magnets to kind of get them to rise above the width of the bottle cap. And then we're going to be using these pretty strong neodymium magnets. They are very strong. So these are craft magnets, and you can tell they're pretty small. This one right here just sits the tip of my finger, but it is pretty strong. It's much stronger than the typical black round craft magnets that you see in your craft store. So I'll show you what these do later, but I found that these are much better. They are much more functional. You can actually use these magnets for something other than just decoration using these stronger magnets. I get these off of eBay. So if you search eBay for a while, you can probably find a pretty good deal for about 25 or 50 of these magnets. I've got several of these smaller square magnets, and then I've got several of these slightly larger block magnets. And as you can tell, these are, pretty strong. It takes a little bit of effort to even pry one off. So yeah, just be forewarned, they're strong, but why make a magnet if you're just going to have it for decoration? Use it to hang up some photos on the fridge or something like that. These are the magnets that I like to use, and these are depending on what kind of deal you get on eBay, you can get something like this for like $5 or $10 depending on the quantity, something like that. I think this was like $10 for this big pack of stronger magnets. So it's a little bit more expensive than buying the craft magnets, but like I said, you can actually use these magnets. They're much stronger. In my opinion, they're better. So without further ado, what we're going to do, so let me push this aside for a second. Is basically, I already started on one of these. Basically what you're going to do is to the back of your bottle cap, we're going to, with a hot glue gun, glue pennies down. I found that 3 pennies is the target. 3 pennies and then one of the magnets. So I've already got 2 pennies kind of glued onto this one, and what we're going to do is we're going to glue down another penny. Just like this. Press Honest Abe down as good as you can. Just like that. And so now we've got 3 pennies glued on the back of this bottle cap. And then we're going to put one more layer of glue on here for the magnet. And then we're also going to, once we get the magnet on there, we're going to then put some super glue on it to kind of reinforce it. And again, this is that neodymium magnet. Just going to place it on there, just like so. Press it down really good. Just like that. Just like so. And then we're going to open our super glue. And make sure it is nice and sturdy. And just let that dry. So this is what the finished product will look like. It's wet right now, but we're gonna let it dry. Just set it right here. So basically we're going to do this quite a few more times for some of the other ones. Again, just kind of put some glue in here. And then we clean that off a little bit. And then we're going to put the pennies in. These are some pennies that I already had pre-glued. And then put this penny in. Give it a little bit of force, make sure it's really clamped down in there. And then, like I said, we're going to top it off with some super glue just to reinforce it. We're not going to take any chances. Just like so. And there's the finished product for one of them. The smaller squares, I like to use 2 on a penny. One will work just fine. I've got several that have, I've made several that have just 1 square magnet on the back of it, and they work just fine. They're perfectly capable holding, business cards, photos on the refrigerator, things like that. So we're just going to let this dry like this. And we're going to keep moving along here. Okay, everybody, so here's my little beer fridge I've got in the basement. It's where I'm gonna keep all my bottle caps. You can see it's just a little fridge that I keep in the basement. But I figured I would start keeping the caps and just kind of fill up this whole fridge with just magnetized bottle caps. And so here's what I've got as a start. This is what I showed you earlier. We just got the magnets here, or the caps. So you can see that there's the cap with the pennies, and then with the magnet super glued and hot glued onto the pennies. So it's going to take a lot of force to really separate all of this. And these neodymium magnets, they're pretty darn strong. So it's, you can put it on the fridge. So I mean, once it's on the fridge, they're on there pretty good, and so you can almost you can hang something on there pretty well. And here's the other ones that have like the smaller neodymium magnets, again super glued onto some pennies, which are hot glued onto the bottom of the caps, and they're on there really good. It's going to take some effort to get them off. See, there's another one. So yeah, that's my goal, kind of fill up at least one whole side with some bottle caps. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's very easy. You can use your imagination to be creative on which magnets and how you want to get them positioned on the back of your caps, but figured it's a good way to get a little creative. Alright, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye now.